Good afternoon. It's your friend Brandon, representing Buc-ee's, of course. We are live. Usually I record, and yes, I am currently recording this podcast, the Brandon Bishop podcast. I am Brandon Bishop. How you doing? I am a little scruffy right now because I just got off the road and I've done nothing but stare at this computer screen, editing TV shows together and editing YouTube things together, and just primarily staring in this direction, not aimlessly, fruitfully, productively. And I've not given too much of a concern about personal appearance or or anything like that. I have showered, absolutely, but I'm very unshaven. This is for me, this is, you can see where I dyed it, and then the Santa Claus beard is coming in. Yeah, this is lovely. I like this. Should I go silver fox? Not that I'm a fox, but should I go embrace the declining years of my life? Or should I do what everybody else in Hollywood does and cover that crap up? This is really good. Caramel vanilla cream, Green Mountain K-Cups coffee with a little bit of vanilla, not vanilla, just a sweet cream super coffee creamer in there. That's it. It's really good. Out of a Starbucks mug, which I have 63 of these now in different states and cities from around the country, and it's a little ridiculous. There are what's my end game with this? What is my end game? I have 63 of these right now. I had 64, but one broke, but it was like an offshoot, weird looking one from like a long time ago, probably worth money. But what's the end game here? To collect all of them? I'm not going to collect all of them. They're all over the world. They're in India. You can get a India mug. You can get one from Tokyo. You can get one from probably Moscow, I imagine. Maybe not anymore. But there's Starbucks mugs everywhere. Everywhere there's a Starbucks. Am I going to get? I'm not going to collect all of them. That would be dumb. I plan on living in a van in 3 years, and where am I going to put them? I probably, sell them all on this podcast. Here we go. Las Vegas mug right here. Currently screen used. As you can see right now, I'm going to sell it for, what do these things cost? Like 12, 15 bucks a piece. Oh my God. 15 times 63. Alexa, what's 15 times 63?
15 times 63 is 945. Did that answer your question?
$945 in coffee mugs? They're good coffee mugs. They drink well. They're well made. They capture a time and place, especially the place that I've been. I bought all of these. I don't go on Amazon and go, hey, Starbucks mug, I'll buy one from Honolulu. No, I don't do that. No, I pick them up in the cities that we film at and we travel to. But I didn't pick any up on these last couple trips because I don't have any room for them. Like I said, I'm planning on living in a van as soon as my kid is up and out. And where am I going to put 63 or more Starbucks coffee mugs? So I'm going to start selling these things. If anybody wants this one, we'll start the bidding at all proceeds go to me. 20 bucks a mug. Screen used, personally drank out of by your friend Brandon. Such good coffee, though. It's a good mug. It's a really good mug. I may keep a couple of them. The ones that mean the most. I think I'll keep the one like Michigan. I have Michigan. I have Detroit. I have, I live in Colorado. I have that one. The original Starbucks we bought. I'm getting text messages like crazy. Not that phone. Okay, let's look on the other phone. I'm a 2-phone kind of guy. Look at this. I'm that guy now. Yeah, thanks, Mom. I do have special guests, and they're all asking me, when do you start? I'm like, I already started. Already have. I'll reach out when ready. I'm going live this time, so I can't edit the stuff out. If anything bad happens, if I get called out or canceled, it's all going to happen live. Can you hear me, by the way? Anybody hear me? This is airing on like YouTube. It's airing on like the ASY TV Facebook page, my personal Facebook page. So I don't know if, anybody wants to comment. I've only got like a couple people on YouTube. I've only got a couple. I mean, this is very ill advanced noticed. I did not put it out there that I'd be doing this, but I did have to. It's been 2 weeks since I did the Brandon Bishop podcast. And in that 2 weeks, I have been on the road, and that's why I don't like doing them on the road. I have the technology, but I'm not a big fan of doing it because it's harder to like edit and upload. I'll do live streams once in a while, whatever. And I'll be filming the ASY TV Life YouTube show the entire time, which is kind of like a travel vlog. But it's more than that. Let's talk about that to get started. ASY TV is doing okay. It could always be better. I'll never be happy with the numbers. No matter if we had 1 million subscribers, I'll be like, well, why don't we have 2 million? That's just me. I'm dedicated to elevating, furthering whatever success we have, and not being complacent and content with where we're at. I don't like to wallow and tread water. I like to know what's next, what's bigger, what's better. I'm like that with the, especially with ASY TV. That's my business. That's what keeps that roof right there over this head. The YouTube show, though, I just kind of started it as a way to document this very special time in my life and the life of everybody else. It's a lot of personal stuff on there. My kids are on there. My cat is on there. That's really personal. My home is on there, but mainly it's on the road and just capture. I wish I would have done this from the beginning of ASY TV 7.5 years ago. I really do wish we would have done this. We had so many crazy adventures that we missed out. I don't know why. It was so easy. I didn't realize the power of these things. Okay. And this is the new 13 Pro Max. Like, it's crazy. I needed a business line. We have a business line. But the cinematic mode and everything in this, I've been filming with this more than I've been filming with my actual cameras and stuff, because the quality of it is just bar none. It's insane what you can do, especially with the brand new iPhones. And I keep discovering stuff about the old iPhone. So anyway, the ASY TV Life YouTube show is available. If you're watching this on YouTube, it's right here. Hello, get it. Don't get it. I mean, just go watch it. It's fun. We've done 60 plus episodes at this point, and it's all the behind the scenes stuff. I just got off the road, back-to-back trips. The first one was to New York City, and then Cincinnati with Renee Paquette. We filmed with Eddie Finocchiaro. I'm picking my nose, sorry. We're live, pal. Yeah, we filmed New York Ham up in New York, 3 episodes of that. We filmed 1 episode of Stuffed with Renee Paquette in Cincinnati. Visited friends like Heather, got to see my mom. I filmed all that stuff as well. It's just, I watch YouTube shows all the time. It's somewhat better than television, in my opinion. I watch a lot of them. I watch Van City Van Life. I watch Matt's RV reviews. Trenton Alley. I haven't watched that in a while, but Carpetbagger. I love me some Carpetbagger. Got to interview him on this YouTube, whatever, a few weeks ago. I was supposed to meet him on this trip, but the prick went that way when I thought he was going that way, and then we just kind of crossed like ships in the night. It's a weird little thing that I put together, and it's like I said, we're over 60 episodes now. Each episode is like 30 to 45 minutes. I didn't mean for it to be that long. I would love to do what Carpetbagger does and just film at random places all over the country, and he'll go into a city and find all of these different things. Look him up, Jacob the Carpetbagger on YouTube. It's a lot of fun. I highly recommend it. I've gotten a lot of locations and places that we have since filmed. Some we filmed before him, but He's been doing it for like 8 years, and it's really go watch the interview. Find it wherever you're watching this. It was a lot of fun to talk to him. Someday we'll actually meet in person. But he's got a lot of subscribers, and he's doing amazing things on YouTube. I suck. For some reason, I handle YouTube accounts like with friends of mine, like Nita, Marie, and just she's she's getting a lot of views, like a lot of views. I handle other stuff, and they're growing, and mine, I have megastars, like all the people that we film with. I could drop names. I'm not gonna. I'm in their house. I'm doing their business with them. I'm filming TV shows with them, and this is the behind the scenes stuff. Y'all, did I say y'all? Y'all, you people, what you mean, you people? No, you people enjoy watching those shows. You are the subscribers, and I cherish you, but I can't understand why I'm doing so much more than these other YouTubers. I've seen people like just sitting there eating things, like filmed with a phone, with a light bulb, like poor quality, terrible everything, bad audio, and they get a million views. I don't understand that so much. And meanwhile, I'm doing these incredible adventures in these incredible places with these incredible people, and I get like 50 views. I don't know how to crack that algorithm. I'm not. Here's the thing. I'm decent at doing it for other people. Maybe I just suck. And it's weird because this podcast right here, the Brandon Bishop podcast, when I do finally upload it to all the different podcasts, it's on like 35 different podcast platforms. We get like 1,500. I think 1,400 was the most we've ever gotten listens or downloads or whatever they call it. And like, okay, you're listening to a podcast that's not even that good, to be honest with you. This is therapy for me. The reason I'm going live with it now is because I took 2 weeks off. I thought I'd do something special, but the podcast is just me bitching about stuff and getting it out of my system, so I don't have to go out there and take it out on other people. Anyways, but the YouTube show is a lot of fun. It's real easy for me to put together. Literally, if something is going on is cool, I just boom, here we go. We're gonna film this, and then I should do it right now. Here we go. Cinematic mode. Ooh, wow. I look sexy in cinematic mode. I mean, come on. Look at that. It's crazy. It's kind of like the old TV commercials. You know what I'm talking about? Like back in the 80s and 90s. Like you'd see a TV on your TV and be like, wow, that picture looks great. It's kind of the same thing here. But anyways, I would pick up this phone like I am. I'll hit record and I go, hi, I'm recording my podcast right now. Look at this. Oh, there I am there. Oh, here I am here. Oh, here I am here. It's very annoying sometimes. My YouTube show and my podcast can be very annoying. Why? Because I can be very annoying. But this looks really good. I should do everything on here. I don't know why I don't. I just got used to using this one. What are we doing here? Uh-oh, what are we doing here? Watch out. Here we go. This is going to get crazy. Boom. Oh, now. Oh, I got to turn this around. Hang on. There's so many of me going on at once right now. This is just too many of me. It's too many of me. I don't know what to do with this anymore. My mom's probably like, "Oh, that's why you wanted an extra phone. Oh, great. Yeah, you really needed that, Brandon. Uh-huh." Look at this. This is so much. This is fun. I can just put it here, and there's literally like so many of me right now. It's too many of me. One is too many of me. Anyways, I'll stop. Sorry. It's having fun. That was fun for me. I don't know. Anyways, please leave a comment. Make sure you subscribe to this YouTube page. We are a monetized page, so it does help everything when you get that little, a little check in the mail ever so often. And that all comes from your likes and subscribes. I sound like a 16-year-old kid. Anyways, it's true though. This is modern entertainment. Okay. We couldn't fathom this when we were kids, at least people my age. We couldn't fathom YouTube. We couldn't fathom the internet. I was excited when I saw an ad in the newspaper. Was it the newspaper? It was an ad somewhere that had video phones, like literally the kind of phones you plug in and you would have to hit like 900 buttons, and the other person would have to have that same video phone, and it would do this whole thing. and then you would see their like scrambled face, like digitally just scrambled egg face. And I was so excited, like, oh my God, is that going to happen in my lifetime? Am I going to have something like that? And then not that much longer, you literally have, there's you right there. Well, no, that's me. Anyway, we can just do that all day long and we don't think twice about it. And if it messes up for a second or we lose signal, we get pissed off, not thinking of like, holy crap, this is a miracle. Like, that's why I think my generation, whatever you call us, the Gen X or whatever, the ones that were born in the 70s and grew up in the 80s and 90s, and here we are still here. I really think that we are the greatest generation. I know everybody says that. I'm hoping that another generation comes up and takes our place as the greatest generation. You can call the 1940s and the 1950s, that was our greatest generation. No, that was a great generation if you were a white man. And I'm not going to go all stupid liberal on you, but it's very true. If you were a white man back in the, I don't know, any time before ever, I guess now it's thoroughly good. Okay. But if you were any other color of the rainbow, if you were a female, if you were gay, if you were any of that stuff, that was not our greatest generation. Okay. We didn't wake the hell up until, I don't think we have woken up anyways. And here's another problem. Here's the flip side of that though. The young kids who are latching on to all these causes and they're like, oh, I'm angry, but I got to find something to be angry about. Oh, there's that. Oh, come here. You don't understand how much progress has been made. And this is not that podcast to talk about that stuff, but you really have no clue what you're talking about. You just enjoy playing the victim, and that's just where you're at. If you're a 65-year-old black man, I'm sure they shake their heads slowly at you kids like, you guys have no idea. Anyways, what the hell was I talking about? Oh yeah, my YouTube show. Just go there, like and subscribe. We know the whole thing, man. Do I have to say that? Hit the notification bell. I just finished all the episodes from this last trip, and that's what we're really going to talk about today is this last trip after I drink this coffee. So good. So good. People are just blowing me up now, man. I put it out there to like 5 or 6 people. Because I want to have some other faces on here besides this big dumb face. Anyways, first leg of the trip. I left Colorado pretty late in the night. I remember trying to sleep, no dice. I can never sleep before because I'm excited. I want to get on the road. I love van life. Okay. I know a lot of you don't understand that. And it's something that used to be cool in the 70s, maybe the early 80s, and then it got really creepy in the 80s and 90s. You know, I'm living by a van down by the river and all that stuff. And I get it. Certain people have made that creepy. You know, the one with the free candy bars. Come on in, kids. You know, just awfulness of those people. But lately, the technology of van life, you know, the batteries and my minivan, my beautiful, wonderful minivan has running water in the back through a pump deal. It's awesome. I have 2 Jackeries in there. I have all the power I'll ever need, even though Jackery, we've been talking to you and you need to sponsor ASY TV. Trust me. You'll sell lots of them. Just give me one of those new 2000 things with the solar panels and all that. I need it. Jackery. Anyways, I do have 2 Jackeries in there and they have been great. It has a refrigerator. I have cold, sometimes frozen food in there. It has a wonderful bed that I like sleeping in way, not as much as I do with my own bed in here. I have burners. I have a travel stove. I have places to put all my clothes. I have everything I need. And there's so many cute little gadgets. My mom's only seen the van for a little bit, but she's just as much into this whole van life thing as I am. So I really I look forward so much to just the wheels hitting the road and going out there, not knowing what's going to happen, having a vague idea in my head and kind of having a loose itinerary of what's going to happen on this trip. But I love that. I love not knowing. I love the question mark. It's my favorite part of the anticipation. And I have trips coming up here. I'm actually taking June off because we got the big relaunch. We've got a couple more projects, and I have literally there's a dry erase board like over here off camera that has 27 projects. Actually, that's down to 23 now because I knocked a bunch out. But projects that I need to edit together on this very screen. So I'm not going to be talking to you for too damn long. But I love it. It's the best. I love camping, but I hate tents. So instead of a tent, I have a big metal box out there. Okay. And it's very comfortable. At night, I don't regret getting in. I'm not claustrophobic. I'm not any of that stuff. I don't regret going into the van and saying, hey, this sucks. I can't believe I got to sleep in this thing. No, I've slept, I've parked like in the driveways of mega celebrities that I film with. And they all ask me, do you want to come in? We have a spare bedroom. We have a couch. Like, you don't have to sleep in your van. I'm like, you're right. I don't have to, but I want to. It's that comfortable to me. And in 3 years, again, I want to go full time. When my kid is out of school, and I love my cat, but she's 17 years old this year, and she's not going to, she's probably going to last till she's 35, to be honest with you. But then the bitch is going to have to come with me. I love her to death, but you had a good run. You know what I mean? I got stuff to do. I got to get on the road. Anyway, it's just not straight. There we go. I got to make sure this is straight. Okay, come on, Buckies. There you go. Even better. It's just something I enjoy. That's I can't really put it into words, but I will try. Anyways, I'm in Illinois. I finally get there. It took 2 days to get there. We stopped only a couple times. I slept overnight, I think, in somewhere in Nebraska, maybe Iowa or something. I don't remember. Those are all those states kind of blur together, especially at night. Stopped briefly again at the world's largest truck stop in Iowa, the Iowa 80 deal. And it wasn't that bad of a drive. I think it was a weekday. I don't remember. It wasn't that bad of a drive. I got there in a day and a half. Got to Illinois again. I parked in the driveway of the Bennett's, Mike Bennett and Maria Canellis and their kids, Freddie Moon and Carver. Love those kids. Love those people. Love that whole family unit. What a just genuinely hardworking, deserving of any success they get. I don't know what people's opinions are. I don't really stalk their pages or anything, looking through the comments and all that. But they've really become kind of a little sisterly to me and brotherly to me. I think Mike and Maria are just great people. I'm very, very grateful that every time something comes up, I get a call or a text from Maria, and she's like, we got this thing going on. We want you to be a part of it. She did that with Ring of Honor. She's done that now with the Women's Wrestling Army, which go to womenswrestlingarmy.com. If you're a fan, or if you just like seeing empowered ass, badass women kicking each other's asses, it's a great deal they got up there. So I got that call a couple months ago, and she's like, hey, be here this time in this place. And I figured in my head, well, we do the Bennett's TV show, so let's knock out a couple episodes of that as well. And it's great. It's always a decent little payday. It's granted, the payday was enough to get me there and back. But they're a startup company, and I believe in what Maria does, and she believes in what I do. So it's really such a good working deal. We've never had a crossed word. We've never had any kind of drama whatsoever. I've been all over the country with Mike, and I don't know, maybe he can't stand me. I don't know. But I enjoy him as a human being, and their kids. Oh my goodness. I'm actually filming little Carver getting his hair cut, and he's screaming his freaking head off, and he's just pissed at the world because he's 2. That's what all 2-year-olds are. And it's really some of the funniest stuff I think I've ever filmed. The only way we could get him to stop screaming while getting his haircut is I put a little dog puppet on my hand, and one of the extremely hot girls that worked at the barbershop was like, I don't know why I had to put that in there, but I was just like remembering like, oh damn, she was hot. no chance, like half my age. But anyway, she was blowing bubbles and I was catching it with the dog the dog puppet. And again, a thing that I say all the time, and if you watch ASY TV Life on ASY TV's YouTube page, you'll hear it a lot. You'll never know where you're going to end up. You'll never know what you're going to be doing. And that was one of those instances. I'm sitting there just in a barber shop in the middle of Oak Brook, Illinois, with a screaming child on Mike Bennett's lap, catching bubbles with a dog puppet. That's that's what I mean when I leave here. I'm excited because I don't know that's going to happen. I could literally name off 100 things like that happens, maybe 200-300 things that happen on every trip. All the antique stores that I stop at, all of the weird food. I have a rule. I'm not allowed to eat at any place that I can eat at here in Colorado. So that closes off most of the fast food crap. That closes off all the chain restaurants and everything like that. And it forces me to just support mom and pop shops. And that's my game right there. So I love that rule. And it's one I've imposed on myself and I will stick to it. John Miller wants to know any more rat stuff in the pipeline. Yeah, actually we have a completed documentary right now, ready to go. Part 2 of what you saw on the original one. It's ready to go. There's just a gentleman named Stephen Piercy that has to give me the green light, and I'm waiting on it. So while I'm the boss of 98% of everything with ASY TV, some things I'm a partner in. So as soon as I get that green light from Stephen, you'll see it. I'm hoping to have that launch as a part of our relaunch for ASY TV 2.0. And yeah. Anyways, hang on. I know this is professional. I've lined up a couple people to talk to, but I want to get to that point of the trip before I talk to them. Anyways, oh, thanks, man. How's England? England. I'm getting off the point here, but England is a place that's on my, I'll say number 1 on my bucket list. I've never been. Cambridge, England. This looks like a dream to me. It's where Sid Barrett and all the Pink Floyd guys were from. So, I'm a big Floyd fan. Sorry about the titty flash, but yeah, Cambridge, England. That's top of the list for me to explore and film. And it used to be just a top of the list just to go visit, but now I'm just obsessed with Cambridge, England. I don't know why. Liverpool. Wow. I heard there's a band that came from there. I can't remember their name though. But yeah, John, if I make it out there, man, I'm charging you right now. You have to, you're in charge of showing me around. So with Colorado from love, much love, high five. Anyways, so we're filming in Illinois. I'm trying to come to Liverpool, man. This has been a pandemic or something for recently, and I can't go anywhere. But I think it's good now. So maybe very soon, actually. Depends on how this relaunch goes. It's where you at, Mike Moore? Anyway, we're filming with the Bennetts. We just did some family stuff. I got to work out with Mike Bennett and Maria Kanellis, 2 physical phenoms. Mike Bennett is a brick shithouse. Okay. He's a Greek god in the flesh. You could take any of those Michelangelo statues and put Mike Bennett's face on it, and they won't look that much different than the actual Michael Bennett. So I'm in this, they have a personal trainer and I'm pushing the things, and I did like an 1/8 of what they did, and I was worn out. And Maria as well. She's mother of 2, like badass. The girl can go. But the thing is, they're so funny together. Those guys are like, I've been single for about 8 years now, 7 years, whatever it is. It's just, I've had great relationships. I have, and something always happens, but they're just so freaking good together. Why I'm talking about myself is like, if I could find that kind of relationship, I mean, maybe I'll steal Mike from her. I don't know. Maybe I got a man crush on Mike, so maybe I'll take him and take the kids to leave Maria off to herself, like, sorry about that lady, but he's all mine. And I'll learn how to be gay. I've never experimented, but I'm sure it's wonderful. I mean, the word gay means happy, right? Whoa. I just got like a big buzzing thing. Did you hear that? I think I got to get a new cord. What on earth is going on? Out of nowhere. Anyway. Oh, you know what that is? My phone sometimes disrupts it. And my phone has been going off like crazy. So anyways, I'm trying to do, I don't have an engineer. Okay. I'm not as cool as Eddie Finocchiero. I don't have like a whole cast of people around. It's just me trying to do all this crap by myself, and it's whatever. Trying to line up like guests at the very last second when they all have day jobs. Sorry. I forget sometimes. Anyways, in Illinois, what else did we do in Illinois? We did a lot. I slept a couple nights in their driveway. It was cold, like where they live, and I had to turn on like a plug into their house and turn on a heater. And then, a week and a half later, I'm in Florida sweating so bad in my van that I had to open up all the windows overnight and put four. Yeah, I got 4 fans in that van, 4 fans on me while I'm wearing basically nothing. Here's the visual. You ready? Close your eyes and imagine basically nothing but this tiny little pair of gym shorts. But you got to do what you got to do. It was a weird trip, like from one extreme to the other. Lots of driving, about 7,000 miles in total. I bought this van in November of last year. Okay, that's what, 7 months? 6 months? 6 months. No, 7 months. And I've had 5 oil changes. I just got one 3 days ago. 5 oil changes in 6 months. Think about that for a second. I had 75,000 miles or something like that. When I bought it, I just went over 100,000. So, yeah, all my warranties are running out. It's really been a one hell of a ride, literally, so far with that van. And I love the van life stuff. And we're living a van life in the Bennett's parking lots. I've slept in Stephen Piercy's driveway since we're talking about Rat. I've slept in Cracker Barrels. I've slept at, other friends' houses. I always look for a Cracker Barrel or a Camping World. Those places are great. If you're a van lifer out there, if you ever thought about it and you're like, where should I park? And if you got a Cracker Barrel, like, which is basically everywhere, that's where you park. It's perfect. It closes at like 9 or 10. And then there's just you and like 3 or 4 other vans every time. And it's wonderful. It's quiet. People don't hang out in the Cracker Barrel parking lot at night, thankfully. So love that stuff. Anyways, filmed a wrestling show with Mike Bennett up in Chicago. That promoter it was a good show. That's all I'll say. Whatever. Cool venue. The Bourbon Street, whatever. After that, I hightailed it straight overnight and throughout the next day to Rhode Island, Providence, Rhode Island. You're talking about a 13-hour drive, probably 14 with stops. And it was a good trip. All of this is on the ASY TV Life, by the way. Everything that I'm talking about, you can go there and watch it. And it's just one of those, it was okay trip, but it could have been way better. I drove right past Cedar Point in Sandusky, Ohio. That made me sad. I drove right by Niagara Falls in Buffalo and Niagara Falls, Canada. That made me sad. I drove right by the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. That made me sad. I wanted to stop at all these places. Even the Jello Museum in wherever the hell it was. I drove by Centuria, whatever the hell it's called, the town that's on fire in Pennsylvania, right by Hershey, Pennsylvania. On all these places I wanted to stop, but I was on a time crunch and I wasn't able to. So that sucked. That's the only thing that sucked about the drive besides the traffic. And holy crap. Do you realize how much driving from Chicago to Rhode Island and then down to Florida cost me in tolls? Anybody? Throw a number out there. John, throw a number out there and guess how much in tolls. Tolls. Just tolls. Here, you got to buy time to drive on my road, whatever. I understand tolls. I get it. They pay for a lot of things. They pay for the roads. But The sheer amount was absolute, and I did not put this into the budget. I tried to stick as hard, and I made my budget. $50. Yeah, I wish it was $50. I don't know if they got tolls in England, but I tell you what, if you want to drive from Chicago, because you got to pay for the entire state of Ohio, the entire state of Pennsylvania, New York has a metric ton. I think Massachusetts has tolls. Delaware had crazy tolls. And then you come back through those. You had to go back through New York. And are you ready for this? $50. I wish. Well, it was $212 in tolls, just tolls. And then you're talking an average of $4.25 a gallon in gas. And I know it's how much is gas right now in England? Just curious. And I don't know what the pound to dollar ratio is, but 200 and over $200. I'm sure I'm forgetting. I still have one I haven't paid yet. It's $80 for one toll. That's for New Jersey. I'm pissed. I'm like, I don't, this trip just keeps draining me. It was bad enough in gas. I spent about $2,000 in freaking gas. It's unbelievable. At one sitting, I spent $87 on a tank of gas in a minivan. And I know a lot of you people are like, well, Biden did it. So yeah, it's expensive. It's even more expensive in England. So how did Biden do that? I'm not a Biden guy. I'm done with politics. Okay. You're only going to give us dipshits. Okay. I understand it. As long as it's not Trump, I'm happy. But and I have another tradition when I'm on the road. Whenever I see anything that's way Trumpy with your little "Let's Go Brandon" shirts, I got to give you the finger or any of that stuff because there's a lot of it on this trip too. Not as much as in the South by any means, but in the northern part of this trip, it was okay. There's a couple little things, but the South is just, ugh, God, it's just terrible. But I'll get into that later. I really got to get into Rhode Island. I'm already 37 minutes into this, and I haven't even talked about a tenth of the trip yet. Got to Rhode Island. Maria has a new wrestling promotion called Women's Wrestling Army, and it's badass. It's the best independent female, and some that are not. Some have big names like Taya Valkyrie and Tasha Steeles is the Impact champion, and Maria herself is a legend in women's wrestling and just wrestling in general. It's crazy the amount of talent that she put on that show. I got to hang out with Willow again. I love Willow. She's like my favorite independent wrestler. I heard she has things in the works, so that's really good for her. The Hex, Marty Bell and Allison Kay, freaking awesome. Allison's like my spirit animal, both from Detroit. She's just a badass. Marty Bell as well. I love those people. And so many others. Alice, Miranda Alizade. I'm leaving people out. Big Swole was there. Trisha Dora. If you're a wrestling fan, you know these names. And I implore you to check out womenswrestlingarmy.com and check out what they got coming out because their debut show is on May 22nd. I filmed the documentary, which I'm sure will be available soon on their YouTube page, also on ASY TV as an episode of the Bennetts. Such a cool deal. And I'm so, again, grateful that she made me a part of this thing, paid me to get there, and had a great time. I really had a go. It's my first time being to Rhode Island. Providence is a total shithole, at least the parts that I've been in. I thought it was like nice in New England. I didn't know it was very, very ghetto. Just booming car systems and like what's going on with like people making their cars sound like lawnmowers, like and then the motorbike speeding. Is that a new thing? Is that like the new douche thing? Like wearing your pants around your like whatever, showing off your boxers. That was like a prison thing. There's all these new douche ghetto things that people are doing, and I'm the old man now screaming at kids to get off my porch. I am that guy now, and I'm embracing it fully because I understand it now. It's like you look at kids these days and you're like, what is that? I'm so grateful my kid is not that, but I just don't I can't, I just get so easily freaking, I'm not big with disrespect. And if you're forcing me to listen to shitty rap music, and you're forcing me to smell your weed, and you're forcing me to hear your car from 1.5 miles away, that's disrespectful to everybody around you. So knock it off. You're not cool. You look like an idiot. Anyway, I know I'm wearing a Bucky's hat. I look like an idiot too, but at least I know that I'm an idiot. You think you're cool. That's different subject altogether. What do we got here? Do you think Trump will get it again? I'm hoping he dies before the next election. So he's an old, fat, bloated trust fund baby. So they don't. Then again, they do tend to last forever. So who knows? United States is a very, very beautiful, awesome place, but it can also be a very awful, stupid place. There's nothing in. My eyes are really blurry because I've been staring at the screen editing for days now. So I'm sorry if I'm missing your comments here. When you are on the road and parked in someone's driveway at 3 a.m. and you got to take a hearty dump, I think I know who that is. What happens? That has never happened. And mainly if I'm parked in somebody's driveway, like Stephen Piercy would give me a key. Maria gave me a key, which I still have. Sorry. I'll get that back to you on the next trip. And they're like, if you got to use the bathroom or something, just come on in and use it. If you got to take a shower, come on and use it. Everyone, if I parked at somebody's house, they're very cool. If I park at Cracker Barrel, I can poop in a Cracker Barrel anytime I need to until they close. Then there's always a gas station around. There's always whatever. If I have to pee, I have a pee bottle that's twice the size of this thing, and it has a huge wide opening, if you know what I mean, ladies. Or gentlemen, whatever. So yeah, if I gotta pee, I pee while I'm driving. I got this thing where I take my seatbelt off. I'll be on the freeway, pull my pants all the way down to my ankles. I mean, because I dress comfortably when I'm driving. And this is too much information, but you did click play, so let's do it. You can't see this, but I put my pants down all the way down by my knees, not by my ankles, because if I got to stop and I'm still, driving, usually on cruise control, and I put the bottle in the pants, so it's there, so I'm not spilling anything, and I kind of hold it between my knees, and then you take Mr. Floppy, you stick him in the bottle, and then you pee. It's as simple as that. And I do sometimes have those sad old man pees now, where it's like, oh, freaking hurry up, hey, geez. It's always good in the beginning, but but there's gas stations, there's restaurants, I've never had a problem going to the bathroom once. I've never been like, oh God, I gotta go. I mean, yes, of course I gotta go. Oh, I gotta pee, but then you pee. But I've never had I've never had to take a hearty dump, and I've never had to make trouser chili. I've never had to push out a chocolate hot dog ever once in the van, because I take care of that before it's time. Sometimes you wake up, I'll go to a Planet Fitness every single morning, sometimes just to shower and shower shave, But in case of an emergency, if you watch the ASY TV live on YouTube, many episodes ago, probably 15 episodes ago, I bought right there. Do you see that blanket right there next to the guitar? Under there is actually a portable toilet. It cost me about $200, and it has like solution in there, and you can poop in there, and it's got water that flushes and everything. It's got a little place for your toilet paper. I've never used it, and I've never taken it on the road with me because it's huge. Now, when I get my big van in a few years and I'm on the road full time, that will most likely be in there and probably be a full-time part of the van. Put a little case around it or something like that, so you can make it a seat, and then when you need it, you pull it out. I watch a lot of van life videos. Okay. So that's going to come in handy down the road. But I also have a foldable. It cost me like $50, I think, or maybe less. It's foldable. It comes in a little package. It's in my van now, and and you put a bag in there. It's got a seat, and you shit in a bag. If I ever need it, that is like last case scenario, worst case scenario, where, like you said, if I'm sitting in the middle of nowhere and if I'm parked out in the desert or something, and I'm just like, oh God, and you put a bag in there, you poop in the bag, you take the bag and you throw it out the window when you're driving. It's a joke. Just throw it away in a dumpster or throw it away anywhere. And it's, just poop in a bag, man. That's all you got to do. It's simple as that. And I got toilet paper in the van if I need it. It's Trust me, that van has every possible thing for every possible scenario. The only thing that it doesn't have is, and I have a little portable heater, but I have to plug it into a house or into a, actual power. The Jackeries I have, they're not equipped. If Jackery does sponsor us and they give us that 2000 generator, the battery, then absolutely I can plug it into there. But that thing, like, it doesn't have a low setting. It's like crazy hot. Like when I was parked in the Bennett's parking lot, I woke up, it was freezing outside, 25 degrees, and I woke up like, oh God, I gotta get out of here. And I have to crack all the windows and turn the damn heater off. And the same thing happens with my air conditioner in there. If it gets too hot and I turn the van on and turn the air conditioner on, if I run it all night, which is not really healthy for a van or for any vehicle, I'll freeze my ass off, even if it's on low. So temperature is the only thing in the van that I have issues with. It's really the only thing I have issues with. I wish I had a diesel heater in the big van that I'll be living in full time. I'll have that. I'll have a better climate control, but right now I don't. Anyways, got to Rhode Island, filmed all the stuff for Maria's women's wrestling army, and Bobby Cruz too, and Mike Bennett, and it was a great time. That project's already done, and she has the link to approve it. Waiting to hear back. So I can't wait to see what the reaction to that will be. What's my favorite Rat album? And come on, Invasion, which, by the way, Invasion of Your Privacy is the name of the next documentary. And Lay It Down, You're in Love, just never use. Come on, it's the greatest Rat album by far. I also like Detonator too. So shame. Great albums. Anyway, Rhode Island. I didn't realize Rhode Island was so far away from the rest of the freaking universe. My next stop was going to be down in Gatlinburg, and I was going to talk to Vinny here, but I talked too long, and now he had to go do a run. So he's out. This might just be us, man. This might just be all of us talking. Whatever, man. It's one of those things. Wait, I do have other people that want to chat. Oh my goodness. Every time I get a message, I get this in my headphones. I hope that's not going to you. So I go down to Gatlinburg to hang out with Vinny and Luke. I wanted to scout some movie locations because we'll be filming down there pretty soon. People. We'll be filming in Gatlinburg a movie called Evil Tacos. Excuse me. And it's my first actual, I've filmed silly movies before, but I'm really excited about this one. I was there to film locations, but I didn't because they ended up having to film something for one of their movies. And Vinny Vineyard and Luke Walker are Big and Funky Productions, and they have movies like The Hike, which is available on Amazon Prime. You can buy on Amazon WJHC, which is my favorite independent movie of all times. Not because I'm friends with the cast, not because I helped with little things here and there, but because it's so well written and so well acted out and so damn funny and ridiculous. It's like the Clerks of everything they do is like the Clerks of something, but it's like modern day. And I think that's just it's so good. WJHC, John, Fred, all you guys, freaking go watch, find it, order the DVD, wait till it comes on Amazon, whatever you want to do, figure it out, because it's such a fun movie. And hang on, log in and follow the instructions. Cool face emoji. Okay. This is going to be a long podcast today. I'm already 49 minutes in. So thank you if you're watching. Appreciate it. We have 6 people on this one. We got 17 on this one. We've got how many on this one? Oh, 12 on that one. So we're rocking, man. Sorry, Laura, if you're watching. I know if it's your first time logging on to something like this, it's a little confusing. I remember like not knowing what the hell I was doing. But it all works out in the end. We'll all be good. So I'm going to film Evil Tacos. I ended up just hanging out with Vinny and Luke and exploring Gatlinburg and Pigeon Forge. Had a good time at Beyond the Lens. Ate at I don't want to say bad things about anybody, but oh, here we go. But I think this person is going to be on Evil Tacos with me. And I just got to hang out with her in Jacksonville. So we're going to do this out of order. I went from Gatlinburg to South Carolina, hung out at a place called South of the Border. Fun place, terrible food. But then I went down to Jacksonville and hung out with this lady.
Hello.
Well, hello, darling.
How are you today, darling?
Excuse me, where's my dog?
Look, we don't have to fight about it every time.
No.
Baby, Brandon wants to say hi.
Yes, I do.
Baby, she's laying on her throne. Come on.
Because she is a princess.
Do you want more treats and toys? You better come over here then.
Yeah, she better come over here.
1, 2, 3.
Here you go, little puppy.
She's coming.
She heard my voice. There she goes.
Okay, we're gonna say hi. Oh, she got the platypus.
Oh, she got her
platypus in the house.
Okay, hello, baby doggo. Hi, sweetie.
Say hi.
Hey, baby girl. I'm the guy that gave you all the treats. Remember the treats? It's okay.
Yeah. She's like, this looks like more work than fun. No, put the platypus away. She's like, you want to play?
Gotcha. So I dressed up for you.
So did I.
We've actually been to a Buc-ee's together.
Yeah, I still have some of them in my fridge.
I wore this exact outfit.
Right. People wanted pictures.
Oh yeah, they stopped. They wanted my autograph. They thought I was the Buc-ee.
Yeah, you're the mascot.
I was the Buc-ee. Hey, talked to you this morning about weird people. We're not going to talk about that.
Yeah, we are.
Oh, we are?
Sure, why not? Let's
get that out of the way.
Let's do it though. Let's go ahead and say it.
I wanted to talk to you about the two things that we do best together.
Oh, fine.
Which was eating and shopping.
Yeah, I know.
It was other things years ago, but we are the eating and shopping duo.
And how many people can say that? How many people can say, I still hang with my ex. We still like each other. We don't wish bad things on each other. We don't do voodoo to like try and harm one another. Not many. No,
there's not a lot of them out there. Not at all.
We're kind of
and I've just reconnected with like other exes, which I have found.
Awesome.
Isn't that great though? Like you can be friends with like someone you used were temporarily you really liked and then you were temporarily mad at.
I just know that, like out of all of them, I'm the coolest. So like I'm always gonna
all of them. There's been like 4 in my life. You know what I mean?
Anyways, I don't know, but I do love the fact that like, you've got some pretty cool shows going. You not just your exes. I love the stuff that you're doing with Brandon, your son. I mean, you've opened up like a plethora of different options for people to get out and do things they want to do on a scale that they never probably thought they could do, which is awesome.
I have a cameo coming.
I hear the kitty.
Can you hear her?
I hear the Marcy, come say hi.
This is what happens when I leave for a couple weeks.
I mean, she heard me.
She heard your voice.
Marcy, I have a cat shirt that looks just like you because it is you, Marcy. Oh, you're so pretty, girl. You look like Santa Claus right now because you can't tell that you're wearing the beaver hat.
Oh.
It's cool, though. It's like Santa with Mars. And
here's my beard.
Middle of May. End of May.
Oh, look, she gave me a mustache, too. Look at that.
Hey, you're missing Marcy, baby.
This is perfect. She gave me a mustache.
Anyways, I'm being a distraction. Would you like to finish what you're asking or talking?
Oh, yeah.
Let me put you back on because I'm usually the one throwing you off, right?
Oh, totally. You're always a distraction. I woke up this morning and I checked my messages like I often do, like all of us, people who are addicted to our phones. And I wake up and I go, what's happening in the world? And I get some weird messages from somebody I don't know. But I looked at him, I went, okay, who's this douche? Here's the thing. We are in the entertainment business. You are even worse. You're a beautiful female somewhat in the entertainment business. You've been in the entertainment business. It's expected for just stupid people that are jealous of you or can't be around you, or can't do what we do. It's expected to get dumb people once in a while. Thankfully it's not it's not a common thing.
Yeah,
with me. With you it is.
It's unfortunate is what it is, because people they tell you that they can handle it, and then they can't. And really and truly, it's not just people that are like average people who are doing 9 to 5 jobs. It's people who are also in entertainment, also in music, also in acting, also in elite athlete type stuff. And like, I mean, you got to be like, what's going on here? Like, I really think you need to deal with that, because that's like a social anxiety thing you're going to have, because like other people also do the same thing. In this day and age, like everybody's doing social media and stuff. I honestly am so sorry, because it's kind of embarrassing. I'll go ahead and just say it out that was actually one of my exes who's burned and mad and angry and decided that he was going to try and burn somebody else. And I guess
so he's jealous that I'm just hanging out with you.
Right.
I mean,
well,
my wiener touched no part of you. You know what I mean? We're hanging out. This is fun. You're one of my favorite people to hang out with. You're infectious. And
no one could even take advantage of you if they wanted. You don't drink, you don't do drugs. You're not a bad person. You're literally always so much fun, but that's intimidating to the average guy that doesn't know how to have normal, good fun, And a lot of my guy friends, you remember Lincoln, John, 10, 12-year friends. I've known them forever. They like, of course, a man's going to be a man. They're going to hit on you sometimes and say, hey, you look good today, blah, blah, blah. But thank you. Actually, you know what? Thanks. Didn't wake up like this. I had to put something on. They don't call it CoverGirl for nothing.
I need to have you on the other podcast that I do.
Yeah. What is that?
It's complicated with Chantel Danga and myself. It's all about sex and relationships.
I've seen it and I've wanted to watch it. It's just keeping up with all the stuff you do.
I get it. There's a lot.
But no, I will.
I throw shit against the wall until something sticks. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Right.
But you should be we're going to do an episode about toxic relationships pretty soon. And oh my God, you're like a historian on that. You could literally write a book.
Wow. I'm going to take that one and probably drink about it later.
It's not always your fault. I mean, we have to take some blame because we are involved. It takes two to tangle, but
no, you do kind of like tend to bring the same types of people around if you don't fix the problem, right? So I get it. Like I don't make it easy. I never have for anyone. And so I'm not going to sit there and be like, oh, I'm the easiest person to get along with. But on the same note, my grandmother, you remember BB, right?
I love her.
I mean, that's where BB Dog came from, the name. So obviously she was the matriarch. She's special.
I'm a BB.
She told me, she goes, honey, before she passed away 2 months ago, and she said to me, you do what makes your heart happy. Don't get married unless you really want to. She's like, I know that you've had a lot of proposals, but when Grandpa married me, 5 men proposed to me in that same year. And I was like, what
does that sound like?
Well, she'd said that to me. She goes, I don't want you to think that like I was some kind of a floozy. I was a popular girl. A lot of men knew that I was on my way to the White House to go and work up there. She was going to be like an intern. And she said they all would have been wonderful men to be married to. She said, your grandpa just happened to be the one. And they were together for almost 60 years. I mean, come on now. I'm not looking for like a passive type or anything. I need somebody who can hang tough. And I guess it is intimidating. You and I, we lived so far away, and we had a cute little love story because we cried and it was cute.
Let's not talk about that.
We did fun stuff together. We always had fun. But at the end of the day, it's about like respecting each other, loving each other, be it like right there in front of them or far away, no matter how much time comes apart. And I'm not settling. So I guess that's what happened is I got tired of
You have frozen. Your face is frozen. It's a good frozen face though. Because sometimes like when you freeze up,
no.
I don't know if you can still hear me. Oh, there you are. Wait, it's still a frozen face, but it's pixelating. It's back. We did it.
Wow.
You're back.
It's
you were frozen like, because sometimes you'll be frozen and be like, but you're frozen like,
Really funny
Oh, now you're frozen with a really bad face.
Welcome. You're welcome. You did that on purpose, didn't you?
I wish I could. That'd be fun to do, but I
No,
can't.
you're always gonna be a kid. I love that though. Speaking of kids, where's little big man? He probably hates me saying little big man.
He has a week
Oh,
left in
Brandon.
school. He has
I
a
love
week.
him.
He has a week left in school, so he's doing school.
Tell him
stuff.
I said, "What's up, yo?"
Who's this chick? I'm getting comments now. This is live, by the way.
What'd you do? What'd you do?
What'd I do?
Somebody commenting. I hope it's not one of your exes. We'd be in a lot of trouble here.
Oh, that'd be so much fun. Can we get him on?
I don't know. Can we prank a couple of them? I've got a few.
That'd be so much fun.
I actually like most of my exes, though. I do. Most of them are cool, but they
we all hate me.
moved on. Mary moved on, so those are the ones that are cool.
I want to know. I want to know what they think of me. I want to know if they think I'm some like. Am I a millionaire with a huge dong? Is that what they're really afraid of, or something? Like,
dude, is that you just don't care. You don't care. You know, you've lost the need and the desire to care. You're doing what you want to do. And also we did kind of, we brought like a really cool little story together just by running into each other on a Facebook page through beautiful Courtney.
Well, you were totally stalking me. That's what happened.
You were stalking her, and then you saw me. She's got that hot husband of hers.
You were stalking her too, okay? Don't give me.
I mean, I stalk her all the time. She's gorgeous.
Yeah,
she's a power chick, and she's amazing. We need
she's too much to handle on that.
So much fun to do a project with her.
Okay, let's get to the fun stuff. All douchebags and awesome other things aside. I'm filming in Gatlinburg in July. I'm still hoping you can make it. We have a role for you for Evil Tacos. You will die, which is fun. I think we all die. The tacos prevail. But I was just in Jacksonville with you on this last trip, and it's the second time I've seen you more in the last few months than I've gotten to see you in the years prior. So that's really cool. This whole van life thing has really helped with that. And like I said, we eat and we shop. Can we name on all 10 fingers the things that we ate just in 2 days? We did that little roots and juice place, or what is it? Juice and roots. What is it?
Oh, yes.
We
did Public Subs because
Public Subs. We did that twice.
Bistro.
BB's, yes, Bistro in Jacksonville.
We did Mexican.
We did the Mexican. That was the last thing that we did. There's so many more. We just eat so much stuff.
What were we eating? Well, we didn't get
Sweet Frog.
Sweet Frog this time.
No, we didn't get to, but it's still on the list from the last 2 trips. Every time I pass a Sweet Frog, I didn't know it was a chain.
I didn't either.
It's everywhere, and every time I pass a Sweet Frog,
it's like literally like throw a ball outside the ball. Yeah, you get my point. It's right there.
But we also, of course, there's the Buc-ee's trip. I mean, there's this. We just eat, and then let's talk about shopping. You introduced me, which in turn I introduced my mom to liquidation clearance places.
Mm-hmm.
The one in Jacksonville is called Daily
Deals with a Z.
With a Z. I was just going to say that too. And you go in there and there's just tubs and tubs of stuff. Where does this stuff come from?
Of awesome stuff.
Where does it come from?
I don't know. Like, where do you get a red feather? Like Amazon? Did
that come from Daily Deals?
This one did. This one did. This one did. And sometimes when you need a fan, like, because it's hot.
I'm thinking there's a bird.
Look, I have a whole situation going on over here.
You're doing well.
Yeah, they really are amazing. They've got like everything from Amazon to Target to like TJ Maxx, stuff like that. And essentially what it is it's like boxes and crates of their sent back merchandise or things that never sold. And they buy it in quantity. And then they do it for $10 a day. And then $8, $6, $4, it goes all the way down to $2 and then to $1 through the week. Then the only day they are not open is when they're restocking, which is on a Thursday. And they have
it's crazy.
Yeah. I mean, I tell people about this stuff. They're like, no, but yeah, bedding, all of my gorgeous bedding, my wall decals, some of my,
everything in your house came from that awesome.
Well, a lot of it did, but I will admit, like
everything but the dog.
Yeah. I wish she was at Daily Deals. I'd be there every day.
You'd just be getting dogs every day for like $10.
I couldn't get another dog though.
So I'm in Flat Rock, Michigan with my mom, and we are thrift shopping because we just love thrift shopping, antique stores. That's kind of our thing too. And we drive by this thing that says liquidation, and I literally slam on the brakes. I'm like, oh my God, it's one of those places that Laura took me to.
Were
And
you
it
guys in
was.
the van? Were you in the van?
Yeah.
Nice.
And it was way smaller, but it was the same thing with the big tubs with all the merchandise in it. And it was like $8 a day or something like that. It was the exact same
Awesome.
thing. So through you, I introduced my mom to it. Now we have like all these places that we go to shop, kind of like you and I do.
That's
You also
so
introduced me to
cool.
that discount
Grocery warehouse.
how do you find these places?
I'm like, I don't know how
I
this
bought earbuds for $5 that work amazing. I got all these snacks and all these different things. And I'm just like, I'm in awe of your shopping abilities. Like
Thank
you are like the modern day couponer. You know what I mean? Back in the day, you
People
had
tell me this stuff. You know what I mean? It's like, I guess when you went without for a long time, you have that already ingrained in you to look for a deal. And I've had like rougher times, you know that. But I will say this much. My mother is like the queen of thrifting. And my sister too. My sister, she'll blow your mind, especially if you want to walk around in Dior and all that, because she dresses me like my red lips came from her. They're Chanel, you know, like who knew? But she does these things and she gets all these amazing deals on makeup and wardrobe. But I have the knack for the food because I'm like obsessed with vitamins, as you know. I'm obsessed with like healthy, clean food, and then the other stuff kind of just comes natural, I guess. I like finding something and then like not using it. And then a month later or like some other time, I'm wandering through a place. I see something I need, get it. And then I bring it back and they just match. They just make like this perfect, you know what I mean? Just like they were meant to be.
I don't think John Miller was listening. She's like an ex-girlfriend from like years ago. And we go on dates all the time. Fun stuff dates, not, you know. He's like, just ask her on a date, Brandon, see what she says. I'm like, okay.
Hi,
He
John
says,
Miller.
hi from Liverpool, England. That's what he says. Tell her hi.
Hello.
He's got a Laura fix. But I've been heavily influenced by you as far as eating and just different things. You're always even now, like these last couple trips I've made to come see you, it was just okay. Look at this Daily Deals place. Look at this place. And now when I find places around the country, I've stumbled into a place called Ollie's in Gainesville, Florida.
Yes.
You ever heard of Ollie's? It's awesome. I was like walking around going, God, I wish he was with me. I wish my mom and Laura were both here. Yeah. That is a TV show.
Ollie's is cool. I like to look for, I always check expiration and stuff. I look for dog treats and toys and things like that. You really can't beat the Daily Deals. Like at the end of the day, you can't. And it's worth a trip if you don't live in that area to go to one that's close nearby in another state even. I mean, it really is because you can reset your entire home for like a third of the price, if not even. I think it's way less than a third, wouldn't you say?
Oh
like
no, it's like
a tenth even sometimes, depending.
At that one in Michigan that I found with my mom found this bag like this that goes right on the side of a cot, like the one I have in the van.
Mm-hmm.
And it was perfect. And it has all these pockets and storage things in it. And she found it for $5. And I was just like, what is that? Like, oh my God. And she's like, look at this. And
you want to see my most
so excited about it.
I got something that's right there. I can just pick it up and show it to you. I have to show you this one.
Do it. John will love watching you get up. And there you go.
Okay, you ready? Dun, 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 dun. A wireless charger for your phone. You sit it right here. And guess what happened? 3 days later, my port on my phone stopped working. So guess what?
There you go. Probably cost you $5, didn't it?
That I looked up goes for about 60. I paid $6.
Wow. So you must have been there on a Tuesday.
Sure. I don't know. I don't pay any attention to the day.
I was bummed at Daily Deals because I got there on a Thursday and they're usually shut down on Thursdays for restocking.
Oh no. Yeah.
And then I drove right by it twice and there was a tear in my eye and I didn't want to go there without you, but I wanted to take you there. So we didn't go. We just did other stuff. Turns out they were open and everything was 50 cents. What is that? Is that a sex toy? Oh, it's did you buy that? I was gonna
see this hair. Guess what got this hair nice and I told you get this for someone. Who was it? For your either ex or her daughter or something, right?
Yeah, her daughter.
See, I'm telling you to get stuff for your exes. I'm the coolest.
You're the coolest chick.
Absolutely. But you do get me treats and stuff. You bring me candles and dog toys and things whenever you come. So I mean, it's kind of even. I should really be giving you stuff to give to them.
Well, I only get to see you a couple times a year now, so I have to spoil the dog.
That's all right. We'll fix that.
And the Laura, of course. So you have to spoil the dog and the Laura. But I had a great time with you, and
thanks for having me.
I can't wait to the next trip, and I can't wait to film some evil tacos. Hopefully, we can get that going as well. And there's my doggo.
She wants to say hi.
Your dog, like literally, like that dog gives you so much love. That dog is just the most. I feel loved by that dog.
She is the sweetest. BB, come on. Be nice. Say hi. Everybody wants to meet the BB.
He's a baby doggo.
Anyways, we had fun too. Thanks for having us on. And
absolutely.
keep on rocking. And
We'll do this again.
Audio files that I'm supposed to be sending you for the last few days for Fiji Tan, which was super cool.
Oh yeah, you look great in that. You did great.
You did a really great job on that. Thank you so much.
Maybe we're not done yet, but it's got other stuff we got to do. But maybe if we are going to finally do a show together, maybe we should do one about places like daily deals and thrift shops and antique stores, because that is in our wheelhouse that I think we would have a great time to do.
Yes, but I must clarify, we have done numerous shows together.
Well, yeah.
We did work on my project with Danny, and we ended up, remember the day that we went to fly over to or we drove with the guys to the airport.
South Carolina, yeah.
Two old farts messing with each other, Danny Wright and then Fran.
That could have been good, but we just didn't have the commitment from them.
Donald Trump landed at the airport and we didn't even film him. Remember that? It was right before he became president. Yeah, we didn't, because Danny's like, I don't want to talk to him, but then later when he became president, he's like, well, I'll talk to him. But anyways, we had some fun. We did have some fun. I saw that with the eyes. We also did the Olsen stuff with Tom, and we hung out with Sean and April Slater. They were amazing. I mean, like, there's been some cool stuff. I ate so much food. I did the really fun. Remember, Where's the Romance? We did that one. I mean, we've had a good time. I did a lot of your.
We always have a good time. But if we did something about.
Yeah.
We're getting a little signal here, a little signal mix up.
Okay, yeah, we definitely need to do something with the shopping stuff. I'm going to keep a little bit of that, like checking out the wellness spas and things going, because that's something I like. But I'm up for whatever. And I'm looking.
Well, you're such a good host, and you're such a good friend, and I adore our time together and our relationship through all the different phases it's been in. So thank you for joining me here. And I got to talk about the rest of this trip now.
Go have some fun, my friend. I will talk with you.
Absolutely. Love your face.
Love you too. I'll talk to you soon.
Bye.
Hey, how to get off this thing?
I'm just going to remove you.
That's so rude.
I know. Bam. She is the absolute coolest. I can ban her from the studio. I didn't know I had all these options. I would never do that, but anyway, she's still dancing down there. She's having a good time. Anyway, can't guess. I just kicked her out. We're already like at an hour and 12 minutes. Usually these Brandon Bishop podcast episodes are, you guys are just drooling over this girl. No, she's unbelievably beautiful, and even more so, an unbelievably addictive and beautiful person, which is great. We had our fun years ago, and we've never really, I mean, briefly lost track of each other, but it's cool. Don't throw away people, just because you're upset with them for a while. Don't throw away people. She didn't throw me away, and vice versa, and now we're as close as we've ever been. So it's a good thing. Moving on to the other ex that I got. This is stupid. See if I can get her on the phone. Let's see here. What am I doing right now? Like, let's call all my ex-girlfriends. How about now? Anyways, before I went down to Jacksonville and hooked up with, hang on. Oh, my hair is a disaster. So Bucky will be covering that. Before I got down to visit with Laura for a couple of days, I stopped from Gatlinburg. I stopped down at south of the border. Now, this is a place that I saw on Jacob the Carpetbagger. I think I saw it on the Daily Woo, Adam the Woo, and all that stuff. And a lot of these YouTube shows that I watch I study when I'm watching YouTube. I'm not just like watching it because I'm bored. I'm actually studying of locations to go to and film at. We have almost 40 different TV shows, so I need to study. Okay, I can't just go online and go, hey, what's there to do? And blah, blah, blah. No, it's not what I do. I want to see these places. And when I watch these travel shows, Days with Jordan the Lion, things, there's a ton of them out there. Yeah, I just south of the border in South Carolina. I can't tell you what city it's in. I can't remember, but it's like a city in itself. Look it up, south of the border in South Carolina. It's like a Mexican complex, like a little tiny city off the freeway. It's really cool to look at. I got there when they first opened up everything. First thing did was I went to the gift shop, got some stickers for the cargo van, for the cargo box on the van, which is like covered in stickers now, which is awesome. And I just I had a good time walking around their place. Now, if you're going there for the food, you might be disappointed. I went there expecting in my brain authentic, awesome Mexican food, everything from tableside guac to just, authentic dishes. And I was so hungry when I got there. I saved my appetite and I went like I didn't eat for like 20 hours because I'm like, I'm just going to devour this thing. This is going to be my cheat for the day. I'm going to just destroy all the food at south of the border. So the first thing I did after going to all the gift shops and everything, taking the pictures and the videos and everything, and all this is on the ASY TV Life YouTube show available on YouTube. I went to a place called the Sombrero. I want you to put that into quotes, the Sombrero restaurant. Now, if you're going into the Sombrero restaurant, what are you expecting? Anybody? Mexican food. I look at the menu and it's all like not Mexican food. It was like club sandwiches and salads and cheeseburgers and chicken tenders and things like that. So I'm looking at this menu going, no, this is not what the hell I wanted. So I'm a little pissed off. No, I don't have another cat that looks like Marcy. That's still Marcy cat. Buckwheat has probably been dead for years. That's a sad story about that cat. Anyways, I love that cat. Had to get rid of her when I joined the army and they turned her into a freaking firehouse. I was pissed off about it. Anyway, very sad, but you can't live your life around a cat. Even though this one I've had, I kind of have to. I've been around her for 17 years now. Anyways, I'm at south of the border at the Sombrero restaurant. No Mexican food, so I left. Sorry. Then I go over to another restaurant, which has a big sombrero on the top. It's the restaurant's shaped like a sombrero. There's a big hat on top, like the size of the restaurant. Why wasn't that called the Sombrero restaurant? Instead, it's the South of the Border Steakhouse. I think it was what it was called. So automatically, I'm like, okay, you have the Sombrero restaurant with no Mexican food, and then you have a restaurant over there that's shaped like a sombrero. Easy fix here, people. Take this restaurant's name, put it over there. That is the Sombrero restaurant. That is the Sombrero restaurant. It's a freaking sombrero. And then take that one and then put that over there, okay? This can be your American lunch food, dinner food, whatever that was on the recipe. Sure, keep that over there, but take the name, put it over there. And then in this one, instead of a steakhouse, put some freaking authentic Mexican food in there. Go get some Mexicans, okay? They will do it right. Anyway, the steakhouse was closed. So 0 for 2. So I go to the last restaurant that I could see. I don't know if there's any more. And it's called the Hot Tamale. So I'm thinking, finally. And on the sign, there's like tacos and tamales and nachos and stuff. And I get in there. They have the worst. Okay, these people were nice. Okay, they were nice. Not to each other. They were arguing the whole time. The customer service there. The people were nice. The customer service was dog crap. It was awful. It was the worst customer service ever. Nice people, but just because you're nice, and I said this on the ASY TV Live show, just because you're nice doesn't mean you know what you're doing. And they had no idea how to run a restaurant. And the food was worse than gas station Mexican food. It was freaking terrible. I got a taco, I got a tamale because I just wanted something from that genre of food. Tender chicken tacos. That sounds delicious. There was nothing tender or chicken or even taco about this place. Hot tamale. The food was garbage. I literally ran from the. I only took like 2 bites of like 4 different things. I tried both tamales that they had. I tried a taco and I had the sausage dog, which was a freaking hot dog. That's all it was. It was a freaking hot dog. they have it on their sign, like sausage dogs. They have it for miles. They have these big billboards for south of the border. It's like sausage dog, or you never sausage a place, like sausage a place. There's these big, like they're putting over these sausage dogs. And I get one. I'm like, I guess I have to get one. I get one. Terrible. It was a freaking hot dog. It was not good. I was so pissed off. It was like, I went to the bathroom and I honestly, I wanted to throw up. I didn't. I don't know which way, if it came out that way, fine, but it was just not good. I did not feel good for days. So don't go to south of the border. If you go there for the gift shop, go there if they have special events, go there for fun stuff, but do not go there for the food. Unless I just didn't see, maybe the steakhouse was amazing, but guess what? It was freaking closed. Maybe the the food at the non-Mexican restaurant called the Sombrero restaurant was awesome, but no, nothing there was good. So I left there a little disappointed. I got some stickers and that was fun. Yes, it's a Bucky. It's not a Bucky's hoodie, dude. It's where have you been? Did you just now log on? Come on, you're supposed to be always. This is a whole Bucky's outfit. You see this? Oh, my dick's not hanging out. There's a zipper here. It's a whole Bucky's outfit with a Bucky's tail. I actually wore this to a Bucky's, and like Laura said, people were taking pictures with me and stuff. It was quite funny. Yeah, what else? I'm missing comments here. Did you want to get loaded when you're here? I don't drink, brother. I'll get loaded with some bangers and mash and some. I had spotted dick for the first time, but it was like the Heinz version, so I imagine it's better there. Some fish and chips, all that stuff. Yeah, I'll get loaded with some delicious food, but I don't drink, man. I might have a pint because that's what you're supposed to do. But yeah. Yeah, she's funny. Oh, you guys are still talking about Laura. Yeah, she's awesome. Anyway, where am I? I'm leaving south of the border, went straight down to Jacksonville. That's where I got to my first Bucky's. The St. Augustine location. They're opening a new Bucky's in South Carolina, like in Florence, I think, if that's right, or maybe that was Georgia. And I drove by that and I was so freaking excited. I saw the Bucky's sign. And if you don't know what Bucky's is, I imagine, John, they don't have Bucky's in England, but Bucky's it's a gas station. It's a huge gas station, like 100 pumps type gas station. But inside there's like everything Bucky's, like shirts and souvenirs and all that stuff. It's like a store with all these Bucky's logoed stuff and like home goods as well. There's tons of stuff in there, automotive stuff, everything you could possibly stick into a gas station. But then you walk a little further and there's like a whole grocery store with a whole bunch of Bucky's original stuff, snacks. And then you get to the kitchen and there's like brisket sandwiches. And I discovered on this trip the melt, the club melt, which is my favorite thing at Bucky's now. The sausage sticks, the collages, and there's a whole bakery there. There's like, I think it's like 60 feet of beef jerky alone, and just super Bucky, like beaver nuggets. If you don't know what Bucky's beaver nuggets are, your life is not complete. Okay, I'm a huge Bucky's fan, obviously, and every time I see a Bucky's, if I don't already have Bucky stuff in the car, I will stop and get more. Like the white cheddar beaver nuggets need to be in my life all the time. The salted caramel beaver nuggets, the regular beaver nuggets, the chocolate covered banana chips. Like seriously, Bucky's is awesome. I love Bucky's, and there's a lot of Bucky's on the ASY TV live show. So go watch that. After we're done here, I think we're going to go for 2 hours, man. This is crazy. I've never done a podcast this long before, but I have interactions. I have guests. And I'm hoping to have more guests. I'm going to keep bugging people. Just introduce you to all my ex-girlfriends. It's so stupid. Like Mike Bennett, I wanted to have him on here. He couldn't make it. He's doing stuff. Vinny is on a run right now, whatever that means. So he couldn't make it. Vinny from Big and Funky. Aeon is at work. Yeah, I'm just reaching out to people at the very last minute with no warning. Same with you. I wanted to record this podcast today. Normally I record it on a whole different system, but I figured I'll just do it now and just download this episode and stick it up and put it on the podcast after this. Why not? Good man. I'm a good man. I am a good man. I'm a decent guy. I'm old and chubby now and bitter, but I'm a decent guy other than that. Anyways, hung out with Laura in Jacksonville. We just covered that whole story with her. Did a lot of shopping, did a lot of eating, did a lot of hanging out. Love her dog, love her. Again, it's really cool to be friends with somebody for so long. You know, we've had the super close moments. We've had the, we're mad at each other for a couple months or whatever, but that happens with brothers and sisters and family members and loved ones and people you date and all that stuff. So it's really cool that we're back on good terms. And again, her freaking like ex-boyfriend, like Dr. Jealous guy. What did he write? Hang on, I'm gonna bust him out. It's fun. This has nothing to do with the ASY. And I know I'm sidetracking here I don't have time to be sidetracking, but why not? This illiterate drunk like texted me this morning. Oh, she's my girl. Here's the thing, dude. Even if you're married to somebody, don't objectify people and consider them property. I hope he is somehow watching this because she's tagged in it. Whatever. Stalk your ex and watch this, you dipshit. Your shit sucks. How much get off your 5 with share? That is what he wrote. How much get off your 5 with share? Is that like $5 for ASY TV? How much do I get? What business is that of yours? I own the company, so obviously, I mean, and then you got plugs, period. I'm guessing I'm yours, loser. What? I don't get stuff like this all the time. So I wrote this whole thing and I read it to Laura and she laughed. But I wrote this whole thing just making fun of his grammar and just him like, and I didn't send it. I just blocked him because I don't have time, dude. I'm not you. I don't have like free time to just cause drama and shit. It's not my thing, brother. So if you are watching this, you nice little internet tough guy, I will say this as close to face as possible. Laura is a wonderful human being. She deserves somebody who's going to treat her well, treat her, give her an opportunity to treat them well, because she is a caring, loving, amazing human being. If I was closer, then maybe, I don't know. But we live on different sides of the country. I live 1,500 miles away from it. I'm grateful to be your friend. And that's that. But she deserves somebody who's going to treat her like a woman, not property. Not someone who's going to get jealous if she wants to hang out with her friend Brandon. Loser. And here's the thing, brother. If you give her any trouble, I'll give you trouble. If you want to play some silly games where you waste my time and my life and you actively, aggressively come near me, I'll remove your eyeball. That's just it. I'm not going to, I'll just out. Done it before. It's not as hard as you think. So yeah, stop. Just knock it off. Get a life. Stop drinking. Get your mental health checked. And from what I've heard, grow a set. Me and Laura talk. Anyway, that's it. No more negative crap. I'm in Jacksonville. The next day, I'm sleeping in a Cracker Barrel parking lot, and that night, and then the next day, I'm with Aon and Ayana Cruz, and her little boy Damon. I love that little family unit. They're just amazing people. They're so much fun to hang out with. It can be a little stressful having a baby around when you're trying to film stuff, but they made it work, and he was no trouble whatsoever. He's just doing baby stuff, and the kid's cute as hell, and I just adore those people. It's really good to after years. Here's the thing. I wanted to talk to her about this. I don't want to talk about her without her being on here. So maybe she'll be free here in a second. That would be really cool. We dated, 2017, like 5 years ago. And it was a fantastic relationship. It really was. They end. Shit happens. My fault, her fault, whatever fault. Doesn't matter now. And then we just reconnected out of just hey, what's going on type of a thing. Ayana Cruz, her daughter, is a freaking superstar. I adore that kid. She's not a kid anymore. She's like a young woman. It's weird. Like we had this little family thing for a lot of months where it was my son and me and her and Ayana. And it was great. I've never really had that. So I did my best, and geez, my phone is just not stopping. Okay. She's got classes for the rest of the day. Well, I guess I'll talk about you behind your back, period. Ha ha. Anyway, we had this cool little family thing. She was the original host of a show we do called The Drink. And Ayana was doing a show called Too Sweet, which we have brought back. Hillary Harris is the new host of The Drink, and she's done a great job with it. I didn't want to lose that show, so I replaced Ayana with Hillary Harris. It was cool. And we still do that show to this day. We just got to get Hillary like when she's free. But we're doing a new show with Aeon called Scavenger Hunt, where we just go around doing cool stuff. It's weird. I haven't put together the show yet. It's tricky. It's a tricky one, but it's a lot of fun. We started doing Too Sweet again last year, and we just knocked out 2 more episodes at Carnival Suites in St. Augustine and Sea Maids in Tampa. So that was a lot of fun. It's just it's really cool to go again. It's just like with Laura, and I don't know. I don't date everybody. Okay. These are people that I dated way before ASY TV, not Aeon, but, like years ago. And it's not the reason why they are hosting these shows is because I was attracted to them or something, or I wanted to date them. That's not it. That's not it at all. I know it may come off that way, but it's really, truly not it. I find, people, I'm a talent agent to some aspect. I see people and I don't look at people the same anymore. I judge people solely. I don't care what color you are. I don't care what gender, sex, preference. I don't care about any of that stuff. I really don't. I only care about character, action, and skill. And I think that's the way the world should work. Character, action, and skill. Are you a good person? Do you do good things? And do you have any skills that could benefit what I do or work with what I do? I don't care about anything else. I don't care if you're skinny, fat, man, woman, gay, straight, black, purple, green. I don't think of that stuff. It's just not maybe that's part of a couple things. Growing up in Detroit, where I was vastly a minority, maybe growing up in the professional wrestling business where race doesn't matter. It's all about character, action, and skills. Being in the music industry for so long, singing for different bands, and you don't look at that guy as a Mexican bass player. You don't look at that guy as a black drummer. You don't look at that guy as a white guitar player. You look at them as their skill. That's the same way I take all of that and I put that into ASY TV. If somebody comes to me and goes, well, you don't have enough Asians on your network, I'd be like, I don't go out looking for Asians. That's not what I do. It's like the whole thing with the Oscars. There's not enough black people in the Oscars. Okay. I'd never thought of that until you said it. I don't know. And then people fault me for things like that. Like, you don't consider our struggle. You don't. I have my own damn struggle. I have an inner circle of friends and family that I care about, and I don't really care about anybody else. Sorry. Does that make sense to you? Can you deal with it? Do you care about my struggle? Do you care about this? Do you care about everything that I'm doing? No. If you're not an ASY TV subscriber, then you don't. If you're not subscribed to a free YouTube channel where I'm throwing my life out there, then you don't care about me. You're not obligated to, though, either. Okay. You don't have to care about Brandon. You don't have to love ASY TV. That's the free world that we live in, right? So I don't look at people for their colors or their size or their shape or what genitalia they have. It makes no freaking difference to me. And I certainly don't look at women and go, God, she's so hot. Like Chantel Danga. I've never dated her. I totally would, because she's freaking awesome and beautiful and addictive. And I do the It's Complicated show with her, the podcast, which I think we're going to be recording tonight, maybe filming. I don't know. It's just, I see personalities and I look at them and I go, wow, that person, I could shove a camera in their face, like Leah Sparkle. She's got a great personality for what we do with Sparkle Nation. Mike Bennett and Maria Kanellis. They're amazing freaking human beings. Heath Slater or Heath Miller, or whatever you want to call him. His whole family is amazing. His little girls are just the coolest. And that's who I want to work with. Amazing, cool, talented people. And I say talented because it's not really even about that. I can bring out a TV show in anybody. So you don't have to, like Evilise. Is she the best talker? No. But she has a good presence about her, and she's willing to do anything to promote herself and promote her brand. And we got a new episode of that we just filmed. So new episodes of Evilise in Tampa, new episodes of Scavenger Hunt in St. Augustine. We just filmed new episodes of Too Sweet in St. Augustine and Tampa. We did all that in Florida, and like 4 new episodes of the ASY TV Life, which is my little phone YouTube thing I've been talking about. It's just cool, man. This is a fun life that I have here, and I've built it. I've worked so hard to build it and make what we have in ASY TV, and we're getting ready to relaunch pretty soon with a whole new look. It's going to look, feel, and play better than Netflix, in my opinion, and I'm really excited to get that going. I stopped in Texas on the way home, Wichita Falls, saw another friend. I won't call her an ex. We dated like 20 years ago. My friend Annette, really awesome woman. And again, when it really sounds bad, like I'm just going around banging chicks, but no, it's not that at all. It's these people happen to be in the places that I'm at. Anyway, stopped in Amarillo, went to the Big Texan, and I'm not talking about 1,000 different things that I got to do here. Watch the ASY TV Live on YouTube. You can live it with me. I'm bringing you along for the ride. But another Buc-ee's trip. I went to the Cadillac Ranch. It has all the Cadillacs that are spray painted, stuck into the ground in Amarillo. Just cool stuff, man. And this is what I want to do full time in a van, a bigger van with, shower and bathrooms and kitchen and all that stuff. And that will happen. And as soon as my kid's out of school, man, he can go off to the Air Force. He can go live his life. I've done my part at this point. I'll always be there for you, buddy. But I got 30 to 35 years left on this planet before I die. Okay. So I'm going to live them. And those last, 15 aren't going to be the greatest years ever. So I'm, how many years until I'm 70? 20. Oh my God, really? 22 years until I'm 70. So those are the 16, 17 of those are going to be lived to the fullest, like absolutely lived to the max. Like right now I'm itching. I want to get out. It's going to snow, believe it or not, here in Colorado. What the freak is that all about? It's going to snow for like the next 2-3 days. Okay, whatever. It's freaking the middle of May. Hello, stop that. But I'm going to live the rest of my life. I want to, when I die, whether it's at 70, 75, 80, 85, 100, whatever it is, I want to lay on that freaking bed, that deathbed, and say, you know what? That was good. I did good. Kids are good. My daughter, who I haven't talked about, my daughter Charlotte in Detroit, she's got her shit together. She's doing good. My son, even now, he's growing into a man. It's crazy. I was a good cat dad. I launched an awesome business. I had fun. I got to see the world. These are the things I want to say on my deathbed. And I'm almost there. I have a lot of regrets that I need to fix. We all do. But these are things that I've lost friends. I've made mistakes. We all have. I've made business mistakes. I've done things that I'm not proud of. But it's one of those things where when you're reading the book, okay, and I've been writing for 30 years, I've been writing a book. And every time I think I have the ending, the whole story changes. So, and this is autobiography book I'm talking about. Yes, I have Go There, Eat That road stories and recommendations coming out next month. I have Chicken Snake and Chupacabra Cow that I wrote with my son coming out next month. These are books that are being published and released. We already wrote Billy Fred Whopper Goggles. That's already out there on Amazon. Billy Fred Whopper Goggles. Go to Amazon, buy it. It's awesome. That's not the books I'm talking about, though. I'm talking about the life book, you know, the one it's not for anybody but my kids and people that care about me, my grandkids. This is who I was. Here you go. I think everybody should do that, whether you have an interesting story or not. I really think you should. But yeah, when I'm writing that book, finally releasing that book, I want there to be as few regrets remaining as possible. And I know you'll always die with regret. But yeah, I don't want to die with a lot of them. I do have some. There's people I need to reconcile with. And I already have. I'm proving that right now. I'm talking to Laura, I talked to Aeon, I talked to all these different people. Thankfully, I have like maybe 5 people in my entire life that I care enough about to say, hey, I don't want this game to end without you and I being on the same page. And there's a few of them out there. And I've made mistakes, dude. If you think I'm perfect, if you think this life is perfect, it's not. It's a lot of work. Anyways, I ate like shit on this trip. I'm just gonna go that way. When I left here, I was 229 pounds, which is still 15 away from my goal. I was 270 pounds 4 months ago. Yeah, I lost a lot of weight and I really wanted to keep it off. When I got back, I was 242 pounds. So I gained 13 pounds on this trip. That is a lot. That is unhealthy. Thankfully, so far, I've gotten back down to 236. It's only been 3 days since I've been back, 3 or 4 days. And I'm right back on it. I'm still not eating well as I should be. I was doing the carnivore diet for 3.5 months. I lost 35 pounds. I was very proud of that. And man, though, like this whole thing I have where I'm not allowed to eat anything that I can eat at home. It's good and bad. Yes, I can support local business. I can try new things, but there's not a whole lot of things out there that are tasty, and it's so hard to eat on the road. And this was a 2.5 week trip, and the one before that was almost 2 weeks. So I've been gone for a month and a half out of the last 2 months, and it's crazy. And thankfully, my son has a mom who's awesome, and we can work these things out. Thankfully, I have people watching my cat. And all home stuff is taken care of. I do miss my son extremely, like crazy much, even though he doesn't know I exist sometime because he's almost 15 years old and he's got the teenage thing going on. But everything at home's taken care of. And I'm just gone a lot, trying to build up as much new content and new episodes and new shows as I can for the relaunch of ASY TV. But I ate like crap along the way. It's really hard. It's really freaking hard. I have a refrigerator, I have stoves, I have a burner, I have all these different things in the van that I did not use at all on this trip. I used the fridge, but it was just full of super coffees and stuff like that. And I drank so many super coffees on that first leg of the trip that I thought I was having a heart attack. I had to pull over and just take a nap. I felt like I just felt terrible. So I ate like crap. I'm currently trying to get back down to I got a 215 pound goal. I look good at 215 pounds. When I got home, I had these jowls, these right here. Oh my God, they just pop out of nowhere. I hate them. I don't know if I can get rid of them now, but I'm trying. And I did work out. I worked out with the Bennett's. I worked out at Planet Fitness, but I just ate high octane freaking garbage the whole time. I started off okay, but then it just little things. Oh, I'll have some guacamole and some chips. Oh yeah, do a little chipping and dipping. That led on to just eat a burger patty, take the buns off. That led on to look at this freaking gooey butter ice cream in Chicago. Yeah, look at all this freaking what is this? I want to eat it, and this spiraled out of control. I tried to do the intermittent fasting. I didn't. I wake up at 8 o'clock in a hotel in Rhode Island and they have breakfast. I'm like, bacon and everything, and And then when I get home, I'm just like, I'm still on that kick where I'm just like used to eating shit food. And I'm making sweet cornbread with strawberry butter, trying to recreate what me and Eddie had in New York City at Rosa Mexicano. I'm just, just an asshole when it comes to being addicted. Like you heard earlier, I don't drink. barely ever. I don't do drugs. I don't smoke. I don't even smoke weed, even though I'm in Colorado. I'm the only guy. But I just love food, and I just eat a lot of it when I'm off the wagon. And currently I'm off the wagon. I just bought $50 worth of stuff to make chicken fried rice. I make better chicken fried rice than any Asian restaurant, period. I don't care what you think. Mine's better. And I have it all sitting in there. And it's going to be my last cheat meal because it's my last, I hate myself, I'm an asshole meal. Yeah, and that's going to happen here probably after I'm done talking to you, which is going to be in just a moment. So this was fun. I mean, since I've been home, I went to the dentist. I had this side of my mouth cleaned, and I have to do this one next week. So this side of my smile, fantastic. This side, still fantastic. But I've done a lot, actually. I've been filming a little bit for the ASY TV Life because I don't just film that on the road. That YouTube show is 24/7 all day long. But I took a couple of days off because I got tired of having this in my face. I'm doing stuff. I hope people watch what you don't. But I hope you do now because we've had actually all combined. We've had over 150 people watch this live. When I put it up on the podcast, a lot more people will watch. And you'll all go to the ASY TV YouTube page and you'll all watch the ASY TV Life. Millions of people watch dumber stuff with less quality and less things going on and less awesome people featured in places and things and all that stuff. So check it out. And so anyway, I got to go. We're going on 2 hours here. That's freaking nuts. I have so much crap to do. Thank you to everybody, Vinny and Luke in Gatlinburg. Thank you to Eddie up in New York City. Thank you to Renee Paquette for filming the first episode of Stuffed with me in Cincinnati. Thank you to South of the Border, even though your food is crap. Thank you to Gatlinburg. Thank you to Laura in Jacksonville and for joining us here on the Brandon Bishop podcast today. Thank you to Ayana, and Damon Cruz for all the fun we had in St. Augustine and Tampa. There's one more bad thing I need to talk about, though. Let me get my thank yous out of the way. Thank you to Eva Lise. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Thank you to, David Metcalf. I didn't even get a chance. Damn it. I have all these notes, and I'm just skipping over shit. So thank you to Bucky's. Thank you to Annette. Thank you to Amarillo, whatever. Two things I have to end off on. Two things. Dave Metcalf with Sharky's Water Sports in Tampa, St. Petersburg, and I think they have other locations that are skipping my brain right now. We filmed an episode of go to glassbottomtours.com and check out what he does there. He has so many cool things, and we filmed a segment for Eva Lise's show. Eva Lise is a popular pro wrestler. Thank you to Eva Lise. It's like a kayak with a glass bottom, and then there's LED lights that light up the entire water, and then they give fish food, and these fish go crazy. It's a really awesome experience. I never seen nothing like it, neither of you, because I don't think there is anything like it. And he does other things. He does e-bikes and a big floating barge and all this stuff, and he has so many things going on. David Metcalf. So not only did we film the segment with Eva Lise, which turned out great, we also filmed some commercials for him. I stayed around one more day in Tampa, and I'll say St. Petersburg because I love St. Petersburg. I hate Tampa, and I'm going to tell you why in a second. Had a great time with the guy. He's got his shit together. He's a business guy. Paid me well to film a commercial for him. It's always nice when you make money on the road instead of just spending thousands on gas. Between shooting with Maria Kanellis and doing the Sharky's Water Sports stuff, I actually made a couple bucks on this trip, which is crazy. But yeah, it was just my cat is snoring over here. Sorry, am I boring you too? Anyway, it was a great experience filming with him, and I actually filmed a lot of the stuff with that cinematic mode I was telling you with this phone, and I have a little light thing over there I can hold up, and it's really cool, and I'm going to be doing a lot more with that because the visuals are fantastic. So please check out the cinematic mode on your camera on the iPhone 13 Pro Max. Anyway, thank you to David Metcalf for hiring me on board and giving me all those fun experiences. I parked my van in the Sharky's Water Sports lot, which was kind of off the beaten path in St. Petersburg Beach Strip right there. And it was one of the outside of parking off the Sunset Strip in Los Angeles, right behind the Rainbow Bar and Grill. this was my favorite place to park. It was quiet, nobody bothered me, and it was dark and right next to the ocean. There was manatees swimming around. Like in the morning, I wake up, I'm drinking coffee, just hanging out with manatees. They're just looking at me and I'm looking at them. It's all on the ASY TV life, the ASY TV live show. Check it out. Cute little manatees. That episode will be out in a couple weeks. Anyway, thank you, David Metcalf. Now, why do I love St. Petersburg? Because of stuff like that. Great restaurants, great food, great people, lots to do. Why do I hate Tampa now? Couple reasons. So I'm with Ayan and Ayana, and we're filming the first segment. We show up to this bar, and I hope these people are watching. I really do. Let's go for 2 hours. I got 10 minutes left. You'll stick around, right? I'd love to talk to you about English stuff on another episode, John. Absolutely. Anyways, Gen X Tavern, the Gen GENX Tavern. I want you to remember that name. Okay. Go online and just, we show up. Keep in mind, it's 2 hours away from Gainesville. We drove 2 hours to get to the Gen X Tavern. We're on time. I set up all these shoots before, and we're going to shoot for the Scavenger Hunt show. It's an 80s, 90s place. On paper, on the website, it looked awesome. When you get there, it's like, this is it. It's a bar. I'm like, okay. It's a bar with decent food and overpriced drinks, and that's it. Okay. Well, it's cool stuff on the walls, but that's literally, it wasn't as cool. That's what I'm thinking, but I'm still trying to put this place over, doing all that. We filmed for an hour there. And then we start ordering the food because it's a food segment and we were going to showcase the drinks. They made us a drink. It was a drink. So we starting to order food, and then the bartender comes back and hands me the phone. Now, again, I set up this shoot with a guy named Dean, apparently one of their managers. If he even was a manager, I don't know at this point. Don't care. Anyways, I set up this thing with Dean. I made the call, set the date, set the time. I have all the emails. I did my part. I've done thousands of segments in different locations over the last 7 years, literally thousands. And I have a 1% failure rate on them not knowing. Sometimes it's my fault. Sometimes it's their fault. Most of the time it's their fault. This place, the Gen X Tavern, their fault. I can't get a hold of Dean all day or the day before. Okay, so we drive 2 hours from Gainesville to Tampa. We show up right when they open, like we said we would. Bartender's there, has no idea we're coming. He still can't get a hold of Dean. Nobody can get a hold of Dean. Not even the bartender, not the people that work there. And then I get a call as we're ordering food. This is getting hot. Hang on. My hair is a mess, but that's fine. We don't judge people, especially me. Actually, that looks kind of cool. All right. So I get a call from their manager, Chris, who's their general manager. Who are you and what are you guys doing there? Immediately, I can hear the dick tone. You know that dick tone that some people have and they think they're alpha males, but they're not. It's just that dick tone. Please share this and put this, whatever, this segment, cut it out and give it to him. I also talk about them on ASY TV Live. So anyway, he's like, I heard nothing and I did not permit any filming on the premises and you guys need to leave. Basically what he said to us. Chris at the Gen X Tavern, general manager. So we've been filming there for an hour. Again, we drove 2 hours to get there. Paid $10 to park, $5 per car. And this guy is going to give us attitude. So immediately I'm like on the phone and I'm just like blown away because we can't get a hold of the guy that set it up. He's like, well, that guy has no authority to be booking things like this and blah, 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 blah. So they're all trying to talk behind the scenes. And I'm like, F you guys, I'm leaving. Bye. The bartenders and whatever, they were fine. They didn't know. It's not their job to know this stuff. They had no idea. Nothing against them at all. But I just left. I said, come on, girls, we're leaving. I'll explain it later. So that was the first shoot. One of their partners emailed me after I destroyed them online, which I did on Yelp, TripAdvisor, Facebook reviews. I destroyed them. just because they wasted a lot of my time and money. Don't do that to me. Okay. You could say what you want about me. You can fist fight me. You can do whatever you want. Don't waste my time and money. Got it? All right. So their manager did and asked me what happened. Why did you give us such a bad review? Oh my God. I told him and I haven't heard anything back. Not to care. I'll never go there again. Neither should you. Go there, give them a bad review just because they screwed your friend Brandon. The Gen X Tavern in Tampa. GENX Tavern in Tampa. Go there on Yelp or whatever and just destroy them because they suck. Anyway, and I'm still destroying them because it's fun at this point. Don't waste my time. Dicks. Anyway, it just kept getting worse. This is the worst day of filming. And here's the thing. I love the people I was with. I love Ayana, Damon. I had a good time with those people. We found cool restaurants. We found things to fill our time. We stopped at little fruit snacks. We stopped at a little farmer's market. That was on the way to St. Augustine the day before, and St. Augustine was great. We filmed at the grilled cheese gallery. We filmed at the medieval torture museum, which was freaking awesome. Watch ASY TV Life. You'll see all that. We filmed at a cat cafe, which was like a coffee shop that had a bunch of cats that you can adopt. That was awesome. We filmed 6 segments that day, carnival suites, whatever. Anyways, the next day though, Gen X Tavern totally screwed us over. Then I go on to the next shoot, which was for Too Sweet with Ayana Cruz. Guess who I can't get a hold of? Sea Maid's Creamery. Had it all. They ended up leaving town and didn't tell me. So we show up on time, as always, a little early, actually. I always show up earlier so I can get stock footage, whatever. Get it done. They left town. There's a manager there that's clueless about us, calls them, gets a hold of them. They're like, oh my God, I forgot and I had to leave town. We had an emergency. Whatever the excuse was, don't care. I'm pissed. That's 2 for 2. I'm like, this is freaking ridiculous. So I get a hold of her and she goes, can you guys come back? I'm like, yes, because I'm not losing a shoot because your scheduling is god awful. Anyway, we reschedule it. Then we go to a place called Dinosaur World for the scavenger hunt show. I just booked that because I thought her son Damon would love it. I booked that because I thought it might be a quick little something for that show. We probably got nothing out of that, but we show up. Their management has no idea we're coming. 3 for 3 on this shitty day of filming in Tampa. Finally, I showed them all the emails. This is who I talked to. This is the time we're supposed to be here. Do you not see this right here? I talked to you on the phone. Excuse me. And then, so that happened. And I'm just like boiling over pissed off right now. But when I'm boiling over pissed off, you'll never know because I'm a freaking professional. Anyways, their management talked to their management, whatever. They all got a hold of each other. It all worked out. We got a weird shoot that I don't even know if we're going to use for anything. We might. It's whatever. Then after that, we went to the Sea Maid's Creamery. That was a very good shoot for Too Sweet. So they redeemed themselves, even though I'm still pissed off that they left and didn't tell me, hey, we're not going to be there. I could have booked. Here's the thing. When I say you wasted my time and money, Gen X Tavern, we could have booked a better restaurant, okay? We wanted to do the 80s, 90s theme. It looked pretty cool on paper. It wasn't. We would have made it look good, though. We would have had a great shoot out of that and promoted you to thousands of people, but you screwed that up. So, and if you just could have canceled and said, hey, I'm not going to be there, or I'm sorry, I overstepped my bounds and, the manager doesn't want to do it. We could have booked something else. Tampa is full of awesome places. I had a lot of places that I did not call because I thought I had the shoot booked already. Cool. This is good. No. Just losers. Don't waste my time. You wasted a day of us. You wasted hours, and that pisses me off. And we could have had something better. So we basically lost a whole episode because of that place was dog shit. Anyways, the next day, I filmed with Evil East. We did the Ulele restaurant. Like I said, we did Sharky's Water Sports. We did the Dysfunctional Grace Oddities place, which is, we could do that for Sparkle Nation. We could do that for Bad People, Bad Places, Bad Things. We could do that for so many different shows. Such a cool place. And we filmed at a place called Bacon Babes. Bake, the letter N, Babes. Holy crap. They opened just for us. And they called me to like make sure we're coming. I love that. I love professional management, and the place was great. They had this big milkshake with a piece of cake on it. They had all these amazing cookies and stuff. Again, this is what I'm talking about when I say I ate like shit. It wasn't all my fault. I mean, it was all my fault. And then we filmed at Ulele, which is like quickly becoming the top restaurant in Tampa. And that was so good for Evil Lisa's show. Those people were super professional, and we had a great time. I can't wait to show you this stuff. Get ASY TV now. Go to Roku, Apple TV, some Amazon Fire Stick. My developer, Mike, has been working on that. Availability on Amazon Fire Stick. Amazon sucks to work with. Or just go to asytv.com. The big upgrade's coming in a month or two, and I can't wait to show you that as well. And that's when we're going to start releasing all these shows. And I have a lot more stuff. The next trip is going to be with me and my daughter, Charlotte. We have a new show called Tripping with My Dad, which is just me and her. And the first 5 or 6 episodes are going to be Route 66. We're going to conquer Route 66. And then we're going to go like down I-75 from Florida or Michigan to Florida. It's a fun show, Tripping with My Dad. I can't wait to film it with her. I really can't. I have to film more with Maria and Mike, Wrestling Army, Women's Wrestling Army. I believe we're going to do one in Chicago here in a month. I don't know. Solidify that stuff. Stamp it. Ink. Concrete. Let me know what I'm doing. I hate not knowing what I'm doing. Then we're going to Gatlinburg again to film with Evil Tacos. And then, like I said, the title of this, it's The Road That Never Ends. And I love the fact that it never ends. Even after I die, I'm hoping my daughter, my son, somebody picks it up and keeps that road going. So thank you guys so much. Watch ASY TV Life on YouTube. Buy my new books when they come out. Go to Read That, Road Stories and Recommendations, as well as Chicken Snake and Chupacabra Cow that I wrote with my son. What else is there? Listen to One-Eyed Buffalo on iTunes. One-Eyed Buffalo. That's me singing right there. And my best friend who passed away a couple years ago, David Lukasik, writes all the music and performed on most of it. It's me singing and playing drums, him doing everything else. One-Eyed Buffalo on iTunes or Apple Music. Listen to the It's Complicated podcast with me and Chantel Denga. It's all about sex and relationships. I think it's funny and it's a lot of fun to do. And get ASY TV, man. Apple TV, Roku, asytv.com. $5 a month. I think you can afford it. And thank you so much for hanging out with me for over 2 freaking hours. This is crazy, but I got to go because I got to pee like a racehorse and I don't have my bottle. Otherwise I'd be doing it right now. It's down there in the van. And B, I got so much crap to edit. Love you guys, man. Thanks for watching. And thanks for, hey, it's that time. Yeah, here's a big headbutt for everybody. Bye.